Hello, Hawks. Welcome to your Earth astrology reading for the month of November. I am pulling at your overall theme for the month from the Clarifying Life Situations. And then I'm going to be doing a classic Celtic cross spread with the Fairy Wicca Tarot. So let's see what is going on. Oh, and then I'm going to clarify with the 1909 Tarot. So let's see what's going on for the Hawks for the month of November. Alrighty, there we go. Okay, so we'll start with your overall theme for the month, which is resurrection, which says, shake off the past and rise again. Reinvent yourself, and you will rise up from the ashes even more powerful. Woo! I like that. So again, shake off the past and rise again, Hawks. And again, you know, Rising Hawk Tarot, right? I do feel like the Hawks are on the rise, right? As long as they can shake off the past and let things go. And I am actually, just before I continue with the reading, I just want to skip ahead actually to your outcome card, which is the Three of Air or the Three of Swords. So again, this is a card of forgiveness and moving forward. But all right, let's get right into the reading, starting with your current general energy. And here we have the Sun Child. So first of all, what a way to start the reading, because the Sun Child or the Sun is the best card in the deck. It is happiness, it is joy, it is love, it is togetherness, it is family, it is children. It is all those wonderful things. So again, I really do feel, even if you don't feel like it at this time, Hawks, you are really sitting in a good place right now. I would also say too that the Sun Child does represent, like I said, children. So if anybody is looking to, have children or anything like that, I would say it's a really good time for the Hawks to be thinking about having children, or again, it could be a sign that those of you who are wanting to could become pregnant this month. Again, but this can also refer to other children, just spending time around children and the joy and happiness that children bring us. Next, we go to your crossing energy. And here we have the Rider of Tyne, which would be the Knight of Wands. So this is a card about following your passion, going on adventures. And it's also a card of finding fun in the mundane. So again, I would really be looking for adventures at this time, Hawks, looking for adventures, following your passions, and following your happiness and your joy. But let's clarify the Sun Child and the Rider of Time. And with those, we have the Star card. So this is the Star card is about renewed hope. And again, I really do feel like this happiness, this joy, this hope, it is renewed. It's almost like um, you almost lost your way, Hawks. But I feel like I feel like this month there is going to be some renewed hope that you are able to rise again. I love it. And the star card is also a card of blessings. So you could also be having a lot of blessings come into your life this month. Next, we go to the area of your mind, and here we have the Mother Goddess. Now, again, like I said, with that Sun Child, and now we have the Mother Goddess, which would be the equivalent of the Empress, which is the mother of the tarot. Again, I do feel like for some anyway, of the Hawks, I really do think the idea of having children is on your mind. I feel like some of the Hawks could be feeling like that biological clock ticking, right? That that they want to. And again, if you are watching this and you are like, oh, I'm in my 60s and I'm not having any children, and that's fine. That, first of all, that message might not be for you, but the other thing is for some of the hawks, this could just say that you are experiencing a lot of nurturing mother-like energy. Perhaps you have a mentor, or you are mentoring somebody, and you are kind of adopting that person as your child in a sense. I hope that makes sense. But again, I just feel like for the hawks, there's a lot of nurturing energy going on in the mind where you are, like I said, you are really looking at caring for and nurturing other people. But let's clarify that mother goddess. So with the mother goddess, we have the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is my card of being the wounded warrior. And again, I do feel like, yes, again, you've probably been through some battles, Hawks. And again, this is why you got that resurrection card as your overall theme for the month, because again, you have been through some battles, but I do feel like you came out victorious of these battles. But there also might be some wounds that still need to be healed from those battles, which again, the Mother Goddess would definitely help you with those wounds. Next, we go to the area of your foundation. And here we have the Nine of Doham, or the Nine of Pentacles. So first of all, this would be the wealth card in the tarot. So you could be feeling very wealthy at this time. And again, I don't necessarily mean financially wealthy. I mean, like, these are the things that make you feel wealthy, that make you feel like you have everything that you need. Now, the Nine of Doham, or the Nine of Pentacles, is also a card of focused attention. And where our attention goes, energy flows. So I would say, like, if, being that your mind is on nurturing, I would say that that is where the energy is going to be flowing. But let's clarify that Nine of Doham. All right. So with your Nine of Doham, you have the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands is a card of victory. So, like, this is spirit saying, like, you are winning. Okay. Even if it doesn't feel like it, you are winning. But I really do kind of feel like you do feel like you are winning. And that's a good place to be in your foundation. So I love it. Next, we go to the area of your past, the recent past. And here we have the Banshee Crone. So this would be the equivalent of the devil in the tarot, in the original tarot. And sorry, not the devil, this is the death card. My apologies. So the death card is all about change and transformation. And again, I really do feel like you have, I actually kind of feel like you're almost kind of still in this process, Hawks, of this change and transformation. And again, this is why Spirit is saying to shake off that past, because that is exactly what you're doing. That's exactly what you're in the process of right now. But let's clarify that Banshee Crone. Oops. All right. So with the Banshee Crone, we have the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords is a card of repeating patterns. But with that death card, again, I think that is what is happening, is it is the death of these patterns. You are no longer allowing yourself to repeat old patterns from the past. You are seeing things for what they are. And you are not like this guy here. You're not covering your face and pretending like things aren't happening anymore. Like, you are recognizing, like I said, the way things actually are and the way that they could be is kind of what I am feeling here. And again, I feel like this is the change and transformation that you are in the process of right now, is recognizing these nine swords and not allowing those patterns to repeat themselves again. Next, we go to the area of your near future. And here we have the Nine of Ulysses, or the Nine of Cups. And it's interesting because you had the Nine of Pentacles, which is the wealth card, and then the Nine of Cups can represent enjoying life's luxuries. Okay, so I feel like there are going to be a lot of good things coming your way, Hawks. And again, Spirit is asking you to enjoy these things. I would take some time to sit in the energy. Again, if you are looking for children and that kind of stuff, see if you can spend some time around children. Sit in the energy of what it is that you want, Hawks. But let's clarify that Nine of Ulysses. So with the Nine of Ulysses, we have the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups is the dreamer. Not only is Spirit saying sit in the energy of what you want, it's also saying allow yourself to dream big. Again, first of all, the Star card that you had with your the clarifying the crossing energy can also be a card of dreaming. So again, I would be dreaming big at this time, and I would be really trying to sit in that energy, be around that energy of whatever it is that you are trying to manifest right now. Next, we go to the area of the next few months. And here we have the Five of Ulysses, or the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups can be a card of mourning the loss of something that you've already lost the taste for. So again, I do kind of feel like over the next few months, there could be a couple things actually. I kind of almost feel like with this breaking of patterns here that you had in your past, in the area of your past, I feel like you could be possibly walking away from certain relationships or situations that just aren't working for you, and they probably never did work for you, but in the past you had allowed those patterns to continue. So again, it is normal to grieve the loss of something even when we know that it's no good for us. So I would say take your time to grieve the loss of these patterns. But at the same time, allow yourself also to sit in the energy of gratitude. And I mean gratitude for yourself for breaking these patterns, but also just gratitude in general for the things that you have in your life at this moment. But let's clarify the Five of Ulysses. So with the Five of Ulysses, we have the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is a card of speed. It's a card of gusto and momentum. So over the next month, I kind of actually do feel like things could be moving pretty quickly for you. And again, I would say, like, whenever we express gratitude, more of those things come into our life. And I actually feel like the more gratitude you express over, the next few months, the faster these things are going to come in for you. Next, we go to the area of your closest relationships. And here we have the Judgment card. So the Judgment card is a card of like an awakening. It's kind of like an aha moment. So I do feel like, again, especially with that Banshee Crone, that Nine of Swords, and now this Judgment card, I do feel that there could be relationships that you are possibly walking away from. Like you are waking up. Like again, this guy is in bed, but he's got his hands over his face and he's not seeing things. He's refusing to see things. But I feel like, you're not refusing to see things anymore. Like I said, you are seeing things actually very clearly right now. And again, I do feel like you are waking up and realizing that some of these relationships that you have been in, that it could be time to leave these relationships behind. But let's clarify the Judgment card. So with the Judgment card, we have the Knight of Pentacles. And yeah, the Knight of Pentacles is my card sometimes that says you need to get moving on something. And again, I would definitely say that you do need to get moving. But again, It's kind of an interesting card that's coming up here because I don't feel like you need to be encouraged. You know what I mean? Like this knight is standing still. He's not moving, but I'm not feeling that for you hawks. And again, I read intuitively, so even though there are certain meanings for the cards, sometimes that's just not what comes through. Kind of what I feel like is needing to come through right now with this. The Knight of Pentacles can be a card of managing your expectations. Um, but again, I feel like this is managing the expectations that you have for yourself. Um, yeah. Yeah, I feel like this is managing the expectations that you have for yourself. Hawks, and again, I feel like there could be some unrealistic expectations that you have for yourself as well. And perhaps, again, these are probably related to the relationships that you have, or perhaps other people these relationships have um, again, expectations that are unrealistic and they have, expectations of you that you are never going to be able to meet no matter what you do. And it has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. So again, I do feel like there could be some relationships or a relationship that the Hawks could be walking away from. Next, we go to the area of your hopes and your fears. And here we have the Two of Tyne or the Two of Wands. Um, and the Two of Wands, this can be a card of making future plans. And I really think that, Spirit here is asking you to sit in the energy of hope and make plans with the hopes of your future and how you are going to rise up even more powerful than you already are. But let's clarify that Two of Time. Okay. So with the Two of Time, we have the Two of Pentacles. So a card of balance, and it's also a card of going with the flow. So again, I would definitely be having hope for the future, making plans for the future. But also leave yourself, like I said, leave yourself the ability to flow. I wouldn't put anything, like I wouldn't chisel anything into stone right now. Just let things see how things play out and allow yourself, like I said, to go with the flow. And finally, we come to the outcome, which, as I said, is the Three of Air, which would be the Three of Swords, which is my card of forgiveness. So Spirit is really asking you through all of this, Hawks, is to really practice forgiveness. Forgive the people from your past. And again, forgiveness doesn't mean that you're condoning the behavior or that you want them to be in your life still. It's just not holding on to the past hurt and anger that this person or these people have caused you. But this can also represent the need to forgive yourself. Oftentimes we have to forgive ourselves for putting ourselves in the position that allowed us to get hurt in the first place. But again, the best way to rise above or rise again after a past situation is to forgive the situation. But let's clarify that Three of Air. So with the Three of Air, we have the Nine of Cups. And did you have the Nine of Cups? Yes, you did. You already had. So this is again, Spirit is really asking you to let go of the hurt, let go of the anger, let go of the sadness, and just really sit in the luxuries of life. Enjoy yourself, enjoy the moment, indulge a little bit. Don't overindulge so much that you go into the devil energy, but indulge yourself a little bit. Let loose, have a little bit of fun. Yeah. So, all in all, a pretty good reading for the Hawks this month. Thank you so much for joining me. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, comment, all those wonderful YouTube stuff. It really does help the channel, and I really do appreciate it, as I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Bye for now.